Hi viewers, welcome to Telecom Legends series. I'm very happy to bring today's episode, which is with a international renowned speaker who has come all the way from Germany to talk to us. Carsten, welcome.
Thanks, Mr. Bali. It's a great pleasure to be here. Thanks for inviting me to this new episode of your talks. So yeah, looking very much forward to our small talk we do have.
So as you know, this is a series which we have come and we have brought it for telecom industry, and telecom industry actually is booming in India, and 5G, and now we are talking about 6G. So overall, when we see that India is on a real progress path, and there there is a big requirement. So before we start, I like that just give us a brief introduction about your career so far and how we can help telecom industry, telecom fraternity with new courses, etc.
Yeah, more or less I'm more than 25 years in technology management, technology transfer. I studied industrial engineering at the University of Technology in Berlin. Then I joined Europe's largest research organization, Fraunhofer, for about 6 years. And then I was appointed to be the general manager and also founding managing director of our National Academy of Engineering. So I did this for 10 years. So I was able to build up a huge network to universities, research organizations, to the most renowned professors in Germany on one hand, but industry on the other hand. And that was my basic to found this Academy of Digital Education, bringing engineering knowledge from Germany to upcoming markets, and especially India with a largest higher education system in the world. So I've seen that there is a lack of Germany presented there. A lot of Anglo-Saxon universities are present in this market, but Germany has to say a lot in technology, also in 5G, which we do have a lot of experience right now. And so I use my network, which I built up in the recent years, to bring this knowledge from Germany to India. And we start with this 5G topic, as we've seen that India just launched a month ago their 5G licenses and networks, and so we can give a lot of support by with our experience we do have already in Germany. With setting up these, with training students and also industry companies. As I've known that written in the newspaper, 22 million skilled workers are needed in the next 2.5 years, and that's a huge number. 22 million is 1/3 of German population. Yeah, for me it's so huge and incredible. But with e-learning, where we're coming from with our DADB, with the German Academy of Digital Education, we have the chance to spread out the knowledge to a lot of people in India.
So Carsten, this program, what we have got, this podcast series, is basically target is students, youth of this country, and as a Telecom Sector Skill Council, we are working for the youth of this country. So first, I think I would like to just understand, you travel the world, how do you see India's progress on 5G as compared to the rest of the world? And secondly, what are your suggestions that how we should move from here onwards?
Yeah. Of course, India is well known for IT experts. All over the world, also in Germany and especially in the US, in the high-ranked CEO, CE level, there are a lot of Indian people in the IT sector. But I think it was neglected a bit, the telecom sector especially. So there is a gap where you should interest also the youth to study also more in advanced communication networks. But of course there's a huge potential you have, because if you compare it to special IT, where you perform very well and your students, and you have also renowned universities with a global exception. I think there's a huge chance also to train the youth on advanced communication networks. So there's the potential, and that's why we are here. And we see there is the high demand and the good recognition of our courses so far.
That's good. So you think that ultimately with these courses, especially DADB courses that we're talking here about 5G and telecom, Indian youth, do they stand a good chance working abroad?
Absolutely. That's what we are offering. We are not only an online provider of e-learning courses. Due to our network we do have, which I mentioned before, we have an outreach to universities, to research organizations. We can establish a kind of student exchange on one hand, but also faculty exchange, because faculty has to be also trained. Yeah? If they ask by the students here about special 5G topics, they should be able to answer properly. We also focus on a faculty training. We're offering summer winter universities so that students really can experience what they have learned in our courses at the German university. And after that, there is also the possibility maybe to do a master's study in Germany, or as there is also a high demand on skilled workforce in Germany, they can reach out to industry. There's a huge demand from Germany as there's a lack of skilled people, and we are opening up. Visa requirements are still have to improve a bit. There is a demand, but the politicians, they tell us as well, yeah, we should have more becoming people from outside of Germany, and also addressing especially to India. Our chancellor was there, I think, last year, also to negotiate how we can transfer skilled workers from India to Germany, as we do need these people, the skilled people. And so there is a great chance to also get a career in Germany.
Yeah, so you have been actually traveling. I saw your schedule last time, 2 times when you were here with us, and this time also I think you're traveling to various colleges, universities, you're meeting them. What's your impression about Indian students, and what are your recommendations like for them to be successful in telecom in India, and also like if in case they have to work abroad, what are your recommendations?
Yeah, what I've seen is that the students here are they're very interested, and they are hard workers. When I compare it to Germany, I sometimes have the feeling that we are more leisure oriented. I don't have the feeling here. We visited several universities, and they are also open to learn more, and even me coming from Germany, I was very often or always more than welcome. So that's a great honor for me as a German engineer. So there is the interest also to learn from us, and also we get a lot of questions: how do students can go abroad and of course get a placement? So if students will take our course, they will be made for job ready, more or less. Yeah, that's our aim, to bridge the gap from theory to practical applications. So that's why we do add a lot of content coming from industry experts, yeah, so that the students see the real challenges in industry and also the solutions. Yeah, so experts are explaining the hardware, for example. So students will be very well prepared for a job in industry, which is also a huge range, from testing, from maintenance, from research, for example. So they get a good overview what's possible in 5G telecommunication sector.
So I know a few companies from India. They are now have opened offices in Germany, telecom companies. There's a lot of rollout happening in fiber rollout in Germany, as well as I think whole of Europe, and networks are being upgraded and all that. They are in need of manpower, and one part is definitely I think visa thing. But I feel that like if our talent level is high, then like you'll always prefer, because India and Germany, they always have a very good relationship. So purely from learning point of view, education point of view, what are your advice to the youth? Because I think they would like to hear from you, because definitely, I think in earlier part of their career, in case they get a chance to work in Western Europe, I think the career is made. So,
Absolutely. Yeah. And even if they come back then from Germany, they will, or Europe, they will have huge chances here to get on the career steps here in India. Yeah, my recommendation is, especially for Germany, you should maybe start also with a language low level in Germany, so that you can understand a bit. We're also providing some courses to be ready for German journey. Although our universities, also industry companies, are open up so that you're able to communicate in English. That's especially in Berlin, where I'm coming from. You don't have to speak any word in German. English is quite common. But to apply for a job, especially for small and medium-sized enterprises, it might be better to have some knowledge in also German language skills. So because, but if you apply for at an international company like Siemens or like Rote Schwarz, which are Telecom, or Deutsche Telekom, German Telekom, they are international, so you can also apply in English. Yeah.
So telecom now, like is more and more IT based, right? 5G, and I think in 6G you'll see more and more IT coming into play. So in your opinion, and India has got a big vision for 6G, like when 6G comes, we want to be a technology provider to the world, right? And being a successful IT nation, like we have provided IT technology to the world, you think that in telecom also we can take a big role in the world market?
Yes, I think so, definitely, because India has such a huge potential of youth and well-educated, skilled people. So it will be a matter of time, I guess, that you will be also reaching out on the highest level in 5G. And yeah, that's also why Germany will have a strong relationship to India, because we see it also as a source for our own business, to grow our business in Germany with educated people coming from India. So yeah, I see it definitely a huge chance for that.
So we as a Telecom Sector Skill Council, we feel very happy, very proud that like we are working with DADB, right, and we are able to take your international content to Indian students, youth, especially short-term programs that we are carrying and taking it to them. What is the expectations from your side from Indian skill system, right? What do you expect from, especially like if you have to ask something on TSSC, what is your ask of us?
Yeah, my expectation is that we have a strong relationship because you are into the market, and so if we collaborate, we can do joint business, but also give benefits to the youth, so that they can improve their life with on the base of a skilled or of an education, and get a job placement. Then that's our aim. It's our vision that everyone has the right of education, and our mission is to give access to knowledge from Germany and via our products, and that's how we give this access. And to be in collaboration with the DSSC, I think we have much better chances to have a huge outreach to not only students from universities but also to industry. So that's my expectation, especially on TSSC, and but also for the maybe governmental authorities, so that they accept our courses as kind of we try to establish that as an elective, giving credits to students, because that's much relevant for them also to earn credits, to step up their university career.
Good. So let's move to the interesting part, some rapid fire questions.
Yeah, okay.
Right? So, like I've personally traveled a lot in Germany. I think I've covered entire Germany by road, by planes, by trains. I think superb and one of my favorite country. And I definitely like the systems and processes, very, very strong, discipline, very, very good, and all that. So definitely, I think we are growing in India on those parameters, but definitely, I think there is a big contrast. So, how do you deal with such a change when you come from Germany to India?
Yeah, I have to learn a lot, to be honest. So we have a translation of IST, India Standard Time. We for us this is Indian stretchable time. Yeah?
Right.
Usually, yeah, as a German disciplined, if we say 9:30 for breakfast, I'm there at breakfast. But my partner, for especially, he's coming at 10. Yeah, so that's the way we have to deal with. Also, our traveling plans. Usually we should stay for a couple of days in Delhi. No, when I arrived, we said, oh, tomorrow we go to Hyderabad, having a seminar next day. Okay, that's fine. So you have to be flexible, yeah. But yeah, as I've traveled a lot, it's not only the Indians. I just came from Africa. It's there the same. We wanted to have we were at the German pavilion at the e-learning Africa last week. So there was, when we arrived, there was no pavilion. The fair started. Yeah, the whole the pavilion was stuck in customs, so we could have built it up one day later on. So you have to be more relaxed as a German, I think. Yeah.
Okay. And in India, which is your favorite city and why?
Favorite city, yeah. I traveled a lot already in India, from Punjab to Chennai in the south. But mostly I've seen only hotels, to be honest. So Delhi was quite attractive. The lively atmosphere there, the noise with all the horns, you know, it's also very interesting. I was very much surprised about Hyderabad, for example. I think it's an upcoming city. You see new buildings all over. So, to be honest, I can't really say what I like most.
Okay, and in India, which is your favorite food?
I know food is a very hot topic in India. For me as German, a lot of curries tasting the same. To be ashamed, yeah, you will say, oh no, they taste different. But butter chicken, I think it's my favorite. Chicken is my favorite food as well, so that tastes me quite well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you get a chance to see any of the monuments of India, and did you like anything?
Of course, yeah. Gate of India I've seen, and then we have been up to the north, to the border of Pakistan, where we see the procedure of the flags. That was very impressive, and so it was good to see that. We have been also at the Palace of Amaracha, so that was also, and I've seen the Taj Mahal, of course. That was also very, very impressive. Huge of people, and I was lucky to have a guide who guided me. Otherwise, I think I would have gone lost. Yeah.
Okay. And what is your optimism of doing business in India?
Every time I return from Germany, from India to Germany, I feel so dynamic. You know, there's a huge dynamic here in India, and coming back to Germany, I think we are quite slow. Yeah, so that's why I have really the opinion that India will come up, because they have this kind of dynamic. They want to reach out. So I'm very much pushed by this emotion and atmosphere. Yeah.
Thank you, Carsten. I think this rapid fire was very, very good with you. I think you answered all the questions very, very honestly and very clearly. So with this, I think we are ending the session. Any last remarks to the youth of this country you'd like to give? Youth of India.
Yes, I really would like to say, grab the chance to learn new things, and there is a huge opportunity, as we mentioned, in this topic of 5G, as there is the need of skilled workers not only in India but also in Germany and Europe as well. So if you have the idea also to come to Germany or to Europe, let's start small, or we say think big. start small, but start now. You have the chance to improve your career by joining especially our courses, but in general, be open-minded for new things, and 5G is a new topic for you. You should really discover and grab the chance to build on your career.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah, really nice meeting you. Thank you.
Thank you.